I thought I'd take you guys on a little tour through the yard before we planted. I want you to see it through the season, how it blooms and stuff. I've already missed some of it, but I wanted to walk you out there and show you these two. You guys want to go out in the big yard? Yeah? Want to go out in the big yard? Let's go this way. This is a little screened-in porch. Out here, oh, if I can get this door shut, it's so heavy. Haven't planted anything in here. It's just got the ivy and stuff from last year. I have a little fountain in the corner there. And back in here is the table. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Hubby, came out and cleaned some stuff up for me, kind of got it ready for me to plant. He's such a good guy. And then out here, this garden area. Maggie feels like she has to respond to every sound out here. But out here, he's been doing tomato plants, putting them in some little bit bigger pots till he puts them in the ground. Then around here is the side yard. Back there is Bubba and Maggie's yard. So just a little dog yard. This stuff is crepe myrtle. It blooms so pretty every year. And this is all up in here. It's all Virginia creeper that the neighbors have on the fence, and I just love it, especially in the fall. It turns the most beautiful color. The birds love it. These guys just love coming out in their yard and taking a tour around. And then this is all places to plant. This summer will all be tomato plants and whatever else he decides to plant. I think he puts tomato plants in here where the fence is. Got my hummingbird feeder up in the tree. Haven't seen one hummingbird. I don't know why we don't get them here. Where I used to live, there were hummingbirds all over the place. But I sure haven't seen any here. I'll be planting all in here. Not sure if this ivy survived the winter. Yeah, I guess some of it did. It's looking pretty straggly though. I think it could sure use a shot of Miracle Grow and some extra TLC. I just don't think it got enough water this year. There's an iris bed back here. And some daylilies that we're going to move one of those. They're too crowded in there. And over in here, there's a couple of nice trees and then a nice privacy fence with trees that the owners put in. Maggie just thinks she's just the boss out here. Are you just the boss, Megs? Come here, you shush up. Come on. Can you even see her in the camera? Here's Bubba. She's so little over there, it's hard to see her. There she goes. Come on, Megs. Oh, you're just so fast. Come on. Oh, you're just so fast? Yeah, you're tough. Yeah. Bad to the bone, huh? Are you bad to the bone? Bubba likes to just stroll around out here. He's a barker too, though. Maggie didn't used to bark, but she got the habit from him, and now that she's got it, boy, she likes to go like crazy. So anyway, this is the backyard. Come on, Max. And this screened-in porch over here, I like to put begonias, do really good in there. So I like to fill that up with begonias, and it's nice red blossoms, and it's just so nice. I just don't get out and do yard work the way I used to. My husband is our yard work guy. He works so hard out in here, but I used to work hours and hours out in the yard, and I just can't do it anymore. I pay for it dearly for days and days and days if I do. But I can do my little screened-in porch. He gets it all ready for me. And then I can handle this. This is enough. But he even helps me with this anymore. I just don't do well like I used to. It's kind of a downer, but it is what it is. You just kind of have to deal with it, take it each day as it comes. But anyway, I wanted you to see all this. Okay, Bubba. You went in, baby? Come on. Maggie! Here comes the little sprite. I wanted you to see this before I got it planted. And I'll show you the front too. Okay, now we're out here on the front porch. This is a little stove that my sister gave me. She was going to get rid of it, and I said, no, no, no. I want it, so I'm going to spray paint it black and put a pot on it, of ivy or flowers or something like that. And then I'm going to plant here on this little porch. It's falling apart, so I'm going to put something up here to hold it together. And I wanted to show you here. Look at here. We've got two little birds that are trying to build a nest. They're trying to build a nest up there in the corner. They have dropped everything. They are the most unlucky couple of little birds. So I looked it up on the internet. They've dropped everything down here. It's made a mess. But I'm going to come out here this evening, and the internet said you can actually help them get their nest started a little bit. So I'm going to come out and try and help them a little bit, get their nest started, and see if I can help them, get something built that won't fall off, and then let them go from there. These are for Cynthia. Out of here. And then, got a barrel there I'm going to stick some snapdragons in, I think, because that's something the deer won't eat. Anything out in here has to be something the deer won't eat. In the backyard, not so much, but out here, yeah. And I do not know, does anybody know what these things are? I don't know what those are called. See if I can get you up close to it. They grow up tall, and then they get a yellow flower on them. And then my husband just cleaned this all out. This was all crepe myrtle had really grows up in the winter, and he cuts it all back every spring, and it'll fill that whole thing in again. It'll fill that whole thing in all over again. This is all the front yard. And then this big tree here is full of little birds. They love it. They come back every year here, and they drive you crazy if you leave the windows open in the evening time. It'll just drive you crazy. And then under here, there's there's ivy and more of the myrtle underneath here. Then it goes around here. They took down this big tree a few years ago, so we put a barrel on top of it and plant flowers in there every year. There's so many trees in bloom around the neighborhood. It looks so pretty. And then that goes right there, goes into the dog's yard again. This bush, when we came, you should have seen it. It was huge, and it was just the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. So we hired some guy to come, and he pruned it all and everything, and then my husband has got it, so he's getting a shape to it now. I think these are snapdragons. No, these aren't either snapdragons. I think it might be phlox. I'm not sure. I don't know my yard the way I used to. But I'm going to be planting some stuff. And it comes up here, and up there is where I'm going to plant. The sun just beats down right here in the front of the house. So my plan is I'm going to paint my front door red. I've always wanted a nice bright red front door, so I'm going to do that. And then here in this opening here that you see, I'm going to hang kind of a cactus garden type thing. And so it'll take the heat better out here. Everything I've planted out there so far has gotten diseased and died off. It was just too hot for it, and the bugs got to it. So I'm going to plant cactus-type plants that can take the heat. I see one of my little wind chimes has gotten all tangled up there. I need to get up there and fix that. So anyway, this is the yard, such as it is. So I want you to see it before it starts growing out in the summer and before we get things planted. So anyway, bye-bye, guys.